Hi you guys, it's Megan. I blog at welcometothe.zoo.ca, and today I wanted to show you something that I found really useful in my journey to lose weight, and it's sparkpeople.com. This is a completely free way to lose weight or even just up your fitness and get moving. It's a great way to track what you're doing, whether you're counting calories or you're just trying to get as many activity minutes in a day as you can. And it's a really great motivational tool. The thing is, it's completely free. It's there's no gimmick, there's no strings attached. It really is completely free, and it's a really cool website. So I'd like to show you how it works. So let's create an account at sparkpeople.com. So we'll enter a username here. There we go. And I'm going to uncheck the email preferences just because I don't want a whole bunch of stuff in my inbox. And create my free account. So here we're going to be able to enter our birthday. And I am making up a date here. This is not my actual birthday. I will put in my actual height though. Whoops. There we go. And I would like to lose 2 pounds per week. I am female, it's already selected. I'm not pregnant or breastfeeding. And I'm going to click sedentary. You can click whichever one is accurate for you. My current weight is 127 pounds and my goal weight is 110. So I'm going to click see your recommended goals, and it will tell me how long it's going to take to lose that amount of weight. So lose 17 pounds by February 11th, 2016. So that's great. Now, Spark People is all about losing weight the healthy way, and so it won't let you try to lose more than 2 pounds a week, which is a good, reasonable rate of weight loss. So here we go. There's my goal. And now Spark People is telling me that I need to consume about 1,200 to 1,550 total calories a day. Spark People will not let me go lower than 1,200 in its recommendations for me, because that's the lowest number that a human body can intake while still getting all the required nutrients. So it's important to kind of keep that as the minimum. So if I was taller, excuse me, and weighed more, then this would be a little bit more. Or if I was a man, for example, I would have a little bit more in my total daily calorie budget. And then, of course, you can change your goals anytime you need to, quite easily. So it's nice and easy. So we're going to save those goals for now. And Spark People is going to ask us for some more information. I don't need to put in my zip code since I'm not in the US. I'm not going to put the kids that I have living in my house just because I'm not comfortable doing that. Spark People, I heard about Spark People through Google, just through a Google search. And so now we're going to customize our fitness program, the recommendations that Spark People has for us, by clicking off any health conditions or allergies or issues that are applicable, and none of these are applicable to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue. And of course, Spark People is on Pinterest, Facebook, and also in this section there's also an area to check off which emails you'd like to receive. There are a variety, and by all means check the ones that you want. Spark People does tend to send a lot of email every day, so use that wisely. And I am going to start my program, but before I do, there's also a spot here where you can create your own Spark page, which is where you can have your own blog and post on your challenges and how you're doing, your progress with your either your weight loss goals or your fitness goals. So that's kind of a neat thing. We're not going to take a look at that today, but that's something to keep in mind. So we're going to start our program here. So when you log in, this is the page that you'll see. Now I've earned my first trophy, which is great. Spark People motivates people by offering points for various activities on the website. And then when you reach certain milestones, you'll receive trophies. And of course, they're just digital, they're just virtual, they're not real trophies, but they're kind of a neat way to motivate you to continue to do well. So whenever you log in, whenever you track your food or your fitness, you're going to get more points, and that will add up over time, and of course then you'll end up getting trophies, and you'll get more and more trophies, which is kind of neat. So this is the page you'll see when you first log in. We're going to go in and log our food for today. So I'm going to click food. And this is going to offer a tutorial on how to do this. I'm going to walk you through it, so we don't need that. There is lots of help along the way if you get stuck. So let's see. This morning I had a Source brand yogurt, so I'm going to put that in. And you'll notice, let's try searching, there we go. You'll notice that a number of options show up. Now, most of these are input by other users, so you do want to make sure that it's accurate to what you're using. Some are put in by the Sparkpeople staff, and they're always a lot more accurate. But let's click on this one, yogurt Source, and 1 serving. So I'm going to look at the nutritional information just to make sure it's the same kind as what I had, and it is. So I'm going to add that to breakfast. I could add it to my lunch, dinner, or snack as well. And then click Add Food to Tracker. And if we scroll down, we'll see that it's added it here. So as I go through the day, I'll be able to add each of the things that I eat, and it will add up, it'll tally up the amount and give me a remaining amount of calories for the day, and also for various other items or vitamins or minerals that you would like to track. It has them here. It defaults to carbs, fat, protein, and fiber, which is great. Those are good things to keep track of, but you can also add in some other things, sodium or cholesterol or whatever else you'd like to track. You can add that in as well. So now let's see, how about we add some more things to lunch, dinner, and snack. For lunch, let's say we're going to go to Subway. We're going to have a turkey breast wrap. There it is. So we're going to click 1 serving. Oh, we're going to change it to lunch though, so it's in our lunch category. There we go. And it shows us that it's added it. And for dinner, let's have some chicken. We'll have a chicken breast with no skin and roasted, so nothing else added. It's about 3 ounces. That looks about right. We'll click dinner, add food to tracker. And let's see, how about some rice as well? We're going to go for brown rice, long grain brown rice. 1 cup of rice, sounds good. And we'll add that. And let's put in some coffee as well. And how about a decaf coffee? Oh, there we go. And it's going to search for that. Okay, and we'll add that to, let's add that to breakfast. We can go back and add in to a previous meal. There we go. So let's scroll down and see what we've got. So here's all of the food that we've eaten on this hypothetical day. And as you can see, the total number of calories right here is 734. And what I've got remaining is this amount here. So Sparkpeople works on, basic math, because that's what weight loss and weight gain is. So if you want to lose weight, you need to be taking in fewer calories than you're expending. If you want to gain weight, it's the opposite. You need to take in more calories than you're expending. It's an easy way to kind of keep track of how many calories you're intaking, and then we're going to go see how we track the calories that we're burning as opposed to the ones that we're intaking. So we're going to click on my fitness. And the one thing you'll notice is that the website, the Sparkpeople website, is a little sluggish and slow. They also have apps for iPhone and Android, and the apps are so much quicker and so much easier, especially when you're out and about, to be able to track food. It's super easy, much faster. So that's an option to have. I use it on my computer and on my phone. So, all right, so here we go. We're at the exercises. It looks very similar to the food tracker. So we're going to type in the elliptical, because that's something that I like to use. There we go, it pops right up. And I am going to put in there that I've spent 15 minutes on the elliptical. There we go. So it's down here listed. So I've spent 15 minutes on the elliptical, and my goal for this week, Spark People has given me, is 180 minutes per week. So, and then over here, calories burned. I burned 108 calories by spending 15 minutes on the elliptical. And then it's given me a total weekly goal of 460 calories. So it's a nice, easy way to see what you've got there and what you still need to do, and keep track of how much you've burned. So down at the bottom, you'll notice back on our food logger, it says that you've burned 108 calories today. So that's kind of nice. It tells me how many I've done, and I can keep working towards my goal. So one report that I really like is the daily calorie differential. So this is going to show me how many calories I've eaten and how many calories I've burned. So here we go. Calories eaten, calories burned. So my BMR is how much I burn just by sitting around doing nothing. So it's just my normal body functions, breathing, my heart beating, my blood moving, all of that stuff. And then the green part up here is how much I burned on the elliptical. So that's kind of a neat visual representation of how much you've burned. Now, if your calories eaten are a lot taller than, or a lot more than your calories burned, then you know you're going to start gaining weight. So it's just kind of a neat visual representation so you can see where you are. Now, there's so many other aspects to this website. There's articles and videos. There are some great fitness videos. I love the Pilates videos on here that you can watch. They're all free. And just all sorts of different articles on all sorts of things, health and nutrition and all of that stuff. The community is right here. There's a huge forum. The message boards are amazing. If you're having a rough day, if you've fallen off the wagon, you're looking for motivation to get back up on again, there are thousands of people on there that are we're all doing this together, and ready and willing to encourage you and to just get you back up and moving forward again, making forward progress. So it really is a whole community. It's not just a simple calorie logger or food logger. There's so much more to this website. And so over here as well, under my trackers, we've got your weight. You can track your weight each day. You can track other goals as well, whether it's the number of cups of water you drink a day, or maybe you have a certain number of steps that you want to take a day if you use a pedometer. All of that you can just track in here and keep track of it. And of course, for each thing, you'll be getting those Spark points, which is kind of neat for tracking everything that you need to track. So there you go. That's a really quick overview of what sparkpeople.com offers. It's a wonderful website. I really encourage you to check it out. It's got some really neat features. There's even the Spark recipes. It's a really neat way to find out how many calories are in your Christmas cookies that you're baking. You can add each ingredient in and it'll figure it out by serving size for you. Really neat. So this is a great website. Check it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Spark People. I'd love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.